I feel like time is racing by, especially here in the north, where seasons define life. And right now, everything is about to change. The days are getting shorter, and the nights are darker, and a lot colder, which is bad news for us. There is already a white cover spreading across the ground, and we have a massive hole in the living room floor. In a way, I kind of left you on a cliffhanger this summer. We won't get the lab results back until earliest next week, so that's it. We had some great news. When the lab reports came back, they showed no signs of house fungus. I don't know if I can explain what a relief that is. But there is still some repairs that we need to do. And with the hole in the floor, we're struggling to keep the house warm. We have one more weekend before Christmas, so we decided to make one final push and get a room ready for winter, starting tomorrow. Even though we haven't even started yet, I already know that we have a few difficult decisions to make. But first we need to clean the room.
Sätta den här då.
Ja.
Stryker vi första punkten då. Done. We need to do something about this floor. And we wanted to sand it, but I think it's too damaged to actually do that. We might have to put in another floor. And one of the big issues we have is that we realized that maybe the fireplace, let me show you. So the fireplace might not have a stone foundation underneath it. It might be resting on steel beams. So one of the first missions of today is to get rid of all the damaged wood in the corner and replace that with new fresh material.
Jag kan dra ut den. Jag är fast.
Ska vi försöka ta isär dem? Det kanske går lättare att ta bara en.
Du kanske kan hjälpa mig.
Vad ska jag göra då?
Hjälp! Du ska ta den där änden och bara lyfta den uppåt. Nej. Vad ska jag göra?
Jag ska.
Sätt.
Ta bort golvet. Oj, vi har hoppat över den.
Har du hoppat över den?
Kolla på papillungen.
Okay. Big moment. This is a key moment. This will probably decide what we are going to do next. And it's now we're going into the foundation again. Go down under the floor, crawl all the way over here to check if there is a foundation under here or if it's just wood. Det är som att man ska dyka och så ska man ha en sån luftsladd. Slime. Nu känner jag också ner här då. En sekund. Filmar på position. Så här har jag det igen. Faktiskt. Nej. Okej. Och jag backar lite så kanske kameran ser också. Här är ju det som hela väggen står på. Och det här går ju ut utanför väggen. I alla fall vad kan det vara? Halvmeter. Så det känns inte helt omöjligt. So we are gonna look for the cables that comes out, see where they come out on top, to see if that means that this is the foundation to the wood fire stove. Let's see. I'm not quite sure what to do if it rests on steel beams. Can we get rid of the floor up till here? What tror du?
Entering the foundation felt far more familiar this time. Not like when we went in this summer. Not at all scary in the same way.
Check. Bredvid.
But it didn't really give us any clues to how the tiled stove are constructed. Can we even put in a new floor? Or sand the old one?
There's one more option that we can explore, and that is if we put the floor back, we can probably put another floor on top of our floor that we have. Thing is, it's getting really close to Christmas. Plan is this weekend, hopefully we can get rid of all the damaged material, put in a new wooden isolation, and put the old floor back in. And then after Christmas, maybe we have come to a decision whether we're going to put in a new floor, if we're going to sand the old one, or we're going to put a new floor on top of the old floor.
What we have is better now. I whisper in the end. I will love, love. That's what I said before you left the house. I have a truth and a doubt, but how to fix a broken heart? Everyone keeps telling me, love, that we belong, love. We won't do things again, no. That's hurting now, love. That's hurting now, love.
This summer we removed all the organic materials that were scattered across the floor of the foundation, which makes me a little bit less worried about fungus growing in there. Without that material insulating the foundation, we could face moisture problems again.
Make sense?
Mm.
Vi chansar på det där.
Vi chansar.
There's really no good way around that, except making a hatch, which is what I'm currently installing. That way we can monitor the health of the foundation more easily. Now with the hatch, if there would be any water buildup, at least we would know about it.
Voila.
Tack. Detsamma. Kolla.
Vilket teamwork.
Okej, jag har tvärrent.
Saturday came to an end and I put the paper down, and that means that I can cross off another thing from our list.
Tutte.
Meow. Ser det här som fräset? Kom igen.
Hur tycker du om det, Tutten?
Vad sa du?
Nu blir det Agnes view här. Asborg kanske? Invid. Voila.
Kolla! Oj, tänk om den inte är rak. Kolla också.
Jag brukar kolla det innan, Elin.
Good enough.
Good enough. Den är så.
Ja,
I kameran så ser den lite snett ut.
är det så?
Jag håller det helt snett.
Men vi har inte gjort något.
Nej,
Vad ska vi stryka då?
jag kan inte stryka något.
95 delat på 11 är 5.
Det stämmer. Det är korrekt.
Gud vad bra.
MVG i matte.
Jag hade det.
Tror du det?
Mm.
Du hade väl MVG i allt?
Ja.
Du är så smart.
800 years ago, they would use whatever they could find as insulation. Sawdust and wood chips are materials that you often find in these old constructions. And that is what they used here. Our goal is to use materials that are similar to those. And these sheets are made from wood fiber. They have one crucial quality. They can soak water, but they can also disperse of the same water. So there won't be any water buildup in the floor.
Wish you didn't leave so soon.
I started insulating the floor, while Elin prepared some epic slow motion shots while cutting new boards for the subfloor.
If all is true, could be the blue.
Even though we feel like we're making good progress, time is ticking down. We only have 5 hours of daylight around this time of the year, and we have to work quick.
If you were the stream, would you take me with you? The boat of bark that travels in you. It feels like the water. It feels like you. Wish you didn't leave so soon. If all is true.
We have been struggling to come to a decision on what to do with the floor. We keep coming back to the tile stove.
I mean, it's actually quite a tricky problem that we've been discussing for ages now. Like, if we choose to get a whole new floor put in and remove the old one, we have the problem with the tile stove.
We're scared to do anything with the floor around the stove as it could start leaking. That would be a really costly repair and we can't afford that now.
If we put a new floor on top of this one, we are going to have a problem with it not being completely flat. And so now it's just the last little bit.
If we put in the floor on top of the old one, we don't know how to make the transition between the floor and the stove look as it was meant to be like that.
So I don't really know what we are going to do. I mean, I don't know. I guess we have to see. So one of the good things to do and smart things to do when you take out the floor like this and you want to put that back, like I am now, is to mark them so you know in which order to do them. And I've done that, but there is one problem, and that is that I forgot to do that. It's 4 on the floor and 4 on the top. And I've done that for all of them here. So I forgot to do the rest of them. So that's a little annoying. Yes,
number 3, and number 2. So at this point I'm starting to get a little stressed. There's only a few hours left until the weekend is over, and with that, our deadline.
Vad vill du att vi ska göra? Jaha, vi ska vända så.
Not only did we run out of daylight, we kept working long past midnight. In the end, we had to make a tough decision. We were not going to finish the floor this weekend. No matter what we would do, we were losing the battle against the clock. I think both me and Elin are guilty of thinking that we have more time than we have. Or rather, that things take a lot longer than we think, and we find ourselves with less time. A person that restored multiple houses said that one of the biggest lessons they have learned is that you need to have a break from renovations over Christmas. You might feel like it's a good idea because there's time, but really, there's no extra time over the holidays. I'll admit, we haven't always followed that advice, but this year we have so many things lined up, and I think we need a break.
Ställ frågan igen.
Wow, jag tycker att det känns väldigt kul att vi ska göra det här fint nu. Eller ganska fint.
Ja, det är temporärt.
Men det är temporärt.
Men jag tänker att det är just därför det är perfekt att prova då.
Usually, if you think about a problem long and hard enough, the solution will reveal itself. But then there's the tricky ones, where every alternative seems like a bad compromise. And this is one of those tricky ones. We have put the floor back in, but haven't screwed it down yet. No matter how many talks, walks, and sleepless nights, we couldn't decide what to do. Maybe we put it back and install the new floor on top of it. Maybe we will replace it and risk damaging the stove. Or maybe we try and repair the original floor, even though it's badly damaged.
Är det rakt? Det var rakt.
Alltså, good enough. Den skulle kunna vara lite på det.
I find that it's all the decisions that eat up all the time. And when you can't seem to make them, maybe it's time for a break. Time to make time for each other. Cook delicious food with friends. The year is coming to an end, and next year we are going to finish this floor, this room, and eventually the house.
Tror du det?
Oj, vilken fin.
Arancini, mamma mia, mangia bene qui.
Mamma.
Skål. Skål.
Okej. En liten jul. Hej.
嗯 Mm. 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 嗯 Mm.
We did it. We finished everything before Christmas. There's only one problem. We gotta do everything again soon. I guess I'll see you in the next one.